Actually, what's kind of happening with this Vancouver team is a lot of their returning players are really, really looking motivated and energized. Obviously, Alejandro Diaz scoring his first goal in, I think it was 13 or something games for this club. Obviously, scored in his first two last summer when he came in from on loan from Sogndal, but then didn't score the rest of the year. So it's huge to get him back on the board, especially after a couple assists last week. Rocco Romeo, his first for this club. And you know what? You mentioned that we don't really know what the Eagles are doing. As you know, it's our joke. They're landing, soaring. I don't know. But one of the problems for Halifax in this game, man, was they didn't know what Vancouver was doing. And Patrice Geyser talked about it after the game, how frustrating it was to play against this kind of unpredictable, agent of chaos team that just was very clearly trying to, you know, play the ball up the field and win those battles, those second balls. Rocco Romeo was sending them diagonally out to Gabby Bitar, out to whoever else, to Ben Fisk, to Caden Chung, even was getting high up the pitch. And then Vancouver would just win those battles. They'd win the second balls, and then they'd be off to the races in transition. And that's something that's very difficult to defend. They win a corner to score the first goal, and it's obviously quite poorly defended, I think they'd say. And it's, an unfortunate moment for Jeremy Gagnon-Laparé to, I think maybe just isn't quite fully aware of the time he might have had or the spacing, because he sort of puts it a little bit too powerfully back at his goalkeeper, and there's not a lot that Jan Fillion can do before he spills it. But then the second goal is just a great kind of transitional goal. Moses Dyer gets up there, he brings the ball down, he drives into the box, and then it's that two striker setup that we've talked about with Vancouver, where Alejandro Diaz is right behind him in that spot to score the goal. It comes off the post, and that's maybe something that's also a little bit intriguing with this team, right?
Yeah, the understanding between those two already, and the work rate. Like, Moses Dyer won 8 duels out of 8.
Yeah.
So he dominated up there. And yeah, again, it's, Dyer does everything right, like cuts into the box, beats a couple players, takes the ball off Dan Nimick, like some unbelievable moves, and then hits the post. And Diaz is right there. He's right there to follow up on the chance. Like, that's the perfect striker instinct that, maybe we haven't seen the ball fall to Diaz in that way, certainly over the last little while. And he finally gets his goal after an excellent first week where he was kind of the provider for them. Dyer got in behind a few other times. So yeah, that front two and how quickly they've worked out together is really exciting, because I think something we'll talk about certainly on the other side of this match, and maybe across the league a little bit, is some of the other new look attacking forces haven't exactly gelled or started to work out so far this year, and that's been a real problem for other teams, is getting that production from the number 9. So the fact that Vancouver are already getting a lot of it is a huge positive.